Well, there's a reason
They're
why
going
we're
up
here.
40%.
And it's actually not my company. It's a fella that we all love and admire and know, and we're lucky to have him here today. Y'all meet Bill Monroe, right?
Thank you and howdy, folks. Has everybody had a good time?
Yeah!
I just got 2 questions and I really want them to go my way. Have you enjoyed the show? Would you have us back sometime?
Now you see why we love him? He's always cordial.
Yes.
There's one of his old fiddle players sitting right over there.
He's a powerful man and he can really come with it, boy. And he don't put a lot of sorry notes in it that take my numbers down, you see. And he pitches them up high where my voice will really, with a tenor that I train my voice up with. And I think he's as good as any man in the country.
He's an expert bluegrass boy is what he is.
Yes, sir. And don't you think he looks powerful in a hat? Yes, sir. I think a hat would help every man. Where's your hat?
But I'm too young. I'm too young to be a hat. Well, we're awful glad to have you here, and I
Yes,
know
sir.
everybody's going to be happy and
Yes, sir.
hear what you have to say and enjoy it. And
Yes, sir.
we want you to tell us.
I come here in 1939 to try out for the Grand Ole Opry, and I went down, and I come in about 11 o'clock in the morning, and Harry Stone and his son David Stone, and the solemn old judge was there, and I said, my name is Bill Monroe, and this is my group, and I'm here to try out for the Grand Ole Opry. And they said, well, let us go eat lunch, and we'll be right back. They come back from lunch, and they said, all right, Bill Monroe, where are you from? I said, I'm from the state of Kentucky, and this is the Bluegrass Boys. And I played the Mule Skinner Blues, and when I got done with it, they looked at each other and said, what do you think of it? And the solemn old judge said, if you ever leave here, you have to fire yourself.
They told you that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 1939, you figure it out.
Well, let's see, who was playing banjo with you when you come here?
I didn't need a banjo back then. I don't know that I need one now. What do you think?
Well, who messed you up with the banjo?
There's several down through the years that really worked against me with it, but most of them was trying to do good and to keep good time with it, you see. And they knew how I needed the banjo to go, and they needed it to roll, you see. And they needed to go ahead with this hand and come through like that and not try to make it sound like something that the people would want, but to try to make it like something that would really have bluegrass music.
And help the bluegrass ball.
Yes, sir. Do you think this hat's going to stay on my head? It's looking very doubtful. I think it's about 4 sizes too small.
Well, you was always big-headed. We all.
Yes, sir. Oh, yes, sir. I've got that reputation for sure. That's
I
right.
know.
Oh,
I've heard that.
That's right.
And you know what's happened here this year?
What's that?
Everybody's here because of you, but the percentage of women this time is 25%. You like that?
Is that right? Yes, sir. Women have played a big, powerful part in it. You know. Yes, sir.
And we're hoping and talking about next year maybe 50%.
Is
Would
that
you
right?
would you come back?
Oh, yes, sir. I might stay right here. If you get it up to 50%, I ain't going nowhere. I'm staying right here.
Does that sound familiar?
I'll keep it going, y'all are doing great.
Well, now you had a couple old boys come in your band. It
Yes,
helped
sir.
you out a whole lot.
Yes, sir. Who?
And you hated to see them go. That was Lester and Earl.
Let's see. Who's that?
Lester Flat and Earl Scruggs.
Oh, yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, they was fine. And Lester come here first. He come here in 1944. And he brought a lot of good singing and guitar playing. And he wrote a lot of good songs that helped bluegrass music. And then Earl Scruggs come in 1945, long in the fall of the year, and it was getting cold. And they set up 3 times for me to listen to him play. And the first 2 times I didn't make it. And the third time I heard him. And I turned around to Lester and said, what do you think of it? And Lester said, I think if there's any way you can, I think you better hire him. And so I hired him. And I think I really helped him a lot, don't you?
Thank you.
These are all actual quotes, but I ain't making this up.
And so there was somebody with them that really made that band too.
Yes, sir.
He sure was. Come from Florida.
Birch? That's a curveball. Yes, sir. Chubby Wise come in there. I got to tell you guys a funny story. I got to get out of character for just this one. So I don't know if you all have ever heard this story. That Bill, when Bill Monroe, part of his whole deal was, you got to remember Bill Monroe in the 30s and 40s, was a big, strong man. And he would talk about bluegrass music and how much he'd done for bluegrass music. He was actually, if he was really going to talk about what he was proud of, he worked he's from Rosine, Kentucky, and he followed his brothers up to, like you could see it out that way. You look real hard. Up to Hammond, Indiana. And he went to work in the Sinclair oil refinery. And he prided himself, if you talk to Bill about different things in the early days, he'd say, now listen here, talking about himself, he'd say, he could shoulder, that meant put up on his shoulder, he could shoulder a 55-gallon oil drum on this shoulder and a 55-gallon drum full of oil on this shoulder and take off with it. He could. He was proud of that.
Yeah.
And he also would talk about, and I've had different ones of the Bluegrass boys from the 40s tell me about this. He could shoulder a tent pole when they were doing those traveling tent shows. It's like a telephone pole, great big telephone pole. And he was so proud that he could, I couldn't get one off the ground, that he could get it off the ground, get it up on his shoulder, walk it all the way, and stand it up by himself. So that's how big he was. So I asked him one time, I said, okay, Bill, and we later found a picture of it. There is a picture of this. It actually exists. I said, I've always heard that at one point you lifted all the Bluegrass boys at one time. Mm-hmm. I said, is that true? Boy, he came alive. He said, yes, sir. I said, how'd you do it? And he said, one of them grabbed me right here and held on. One of them grabbed me right here and held on. One of them was up here, and one of them was up here, and one of them was draped across my shoulders. And he stood right up, and he lifted all the Bluegrass boys, and one of them was Chubby Wise. I always loved that. Yeah.
He was amazing with it. I'm gonna have to tell this oil story.
Yeah.
At Bean Blossom, when I ran the place in '79, we was up there working, and he come over there, and he got an oil drum emptied. I went to Indianapolis and got 50 trash barrels, which I never had but one.
Yeah.
Well, I went and got 50 drums and set them everywhere for garbage. Well, he got one of them, and he put me and another guy here across the road from me. Now that road that runs behind in front of the concession, and one here and one here, and he got at 12. I'm at this 3, 6, and 9, and he said, I'm gonna touch each one of his britches leg. And he took an empty oil drum and tilted it.
Yeah.
And it went right in front of me, hit my britches leg, done the same thing there, and come back to him. A 55-gallon empty oil drum.
And what year would that have been?
79.
79, so he's 60.
Ain't even back up a minute, he knew damn well he was gonna do that.
He's 68 years old.
He didn't
almost
back up.
68 at that point. Oh yeah. Well, one of the famous, and this is another true one. This happened out at the farm, and this is he's late 60s when this happened. It's when Billy and Terry Smith were working for him at the farm, and you all have seen the album cover with Bobo the bull, a huge bull, just huge. And Bill's out there working on the farm, and Billy and Terry are here, and he's got them, put that over there. No, not over there, back in there. No, over there. Hey, no, sir, over there. No, boy, that is sorry right there. And while he's doing all that, Bobo the bull steps right on Bill's foot, and then butts him with his head, and as he gets his foot out from under Bobo the Bull's hoof, Bobo the Bull goes like this and knocks Bill flying through the air right over into the manure pile. Face down. Bill Monroe. Boom. And of course Billy and Terry are standing there and they're going, what is he going to do? Bill, typical Bill, gets up, you know, puts your glasses back on, stands there, tries to get all the stuff off of him, and looks over at Bobo the Bull, walks, and like there's only one thing he's going to do. It's not like no moment of indecision. He just looks at Bobo the Bull. Bobo the Bull looks right back at Bill Monroe. And Bill Monroe just walks right over to Bobo the Bull, and as hard as he can, hauls back and hits that bull right between the eyes with his fist. Wham! And when he does, I said, what did Bobo the Bull do? Bill and Terry said, just staggered him. Now think about that. He hit a bull between the eyes. He didn't break his hand to start with, and staggers Bobo the Bull. Yeah. And if y'all got that, is it the album the Buddy's on where Bill's on the back of it, he's riding on the back of that bull, and I mean, that bull is huge. It's huge. It's the biggest bull you've ever seen.
Well, he was pretty good with the bull now.
Oh, yeah.
But I want you to tell me where you had.
Oh, yeah, I have. Back in character. Howdy, folks, howdy.
I enjoyed the barbecue, but no.
Yes, sir.
I want you to tell me how he handled Sally Ann Foster.
Uh-oh. What you want me to tell?
Well, I want you to tell about Sally Ann. Now, why do you think he even hired her?
Well, you see, her husband was Hattie Forster, who's a fine fiddler and a good bluegrass boy, and he got drafted in the Navy, and she needed a job powerful bad, so I put her in the Bluegrass Boys, and so it was the Bluegrass Boys and Girl. That's about all. She played the accordion.
Yeah.
Do you like accordion?
I did then.
Yeah.
He did too.
Yes, sir. I always had one question about accordion. How can you tell when you're any good on one? I stole that from Roger Miller.
Any of y'all ever seen a picture of Sally Ann when she went into the
Yeah.
band? Oh, my word.
Well,
Where is Sharon Gilbert?
Yeah. Yeah, we knew her.
Talking about pretty? She was that kind of pretty.
Yeah, we knew her as Willeen
Yeah.
Forrester. Of course, they came to the Opry every Friday and Saturday because yeah. Mm-hmm.
Was that her real name?
What's that?
Was that her real name?
Willena?
Sally Ann.
No, it was Willena. Yeah, Wilene.
Yeah.
But you know, you had to have a really country name. Well, you know, it's like Oz and Rachel. You know, Acuff had Rachel out with him, and in that time, social people only knew. Well, I think people knew. Social mores being what they were, they had to tell everybody in all the towns that they went to that was Oswald's sister. So it was sister Rachel.
Yeah.
Otherwise, she was like a wanted woman for traveling around with a bunch of hillbillies. That's a true story, you know. You had to be sister Rachel.
There were several of it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, and Roy always had a good girl singer, and June Stearns was one. And George did too. Melba Montgomery is great. So still is. She's still a great singer, country singer.
June Webb, too. Didn't June Webb work with Roy?
Yes. Yep. Absolutely. Yeah.
Didn't Katie Hill worked with Charlie Monroe?
Did who?
There was a woman named Katie Hill.
Yeah.
Who worked with Charlie Monroe.
Right.
Was that her real name?
Oh, I doubt it. Yeah. And you all probably know Lester and Gladys both worked for Charlie Monroe. Yeah, Lester Flack and Gladys. In fact, Gladys, I got to know Gladys real well when I was with Earl. She would come to everything we did, like at the Hall of Fame and all that stuff. They would invite Gladys, and she would come. A lot of people don't know, you know, because the songwriter credits, everybody knows that part, that Flat Scrubs had been signed to
peer, so a lot of the credits say Louise Certain, which was Louise Scruggs' maiden name, and Gladys Stacy. She actually did write, Gladys did, You Can Feel It in Your Soul, which is a
She
great
wrote
song.
more than one.
Yeah, oh, she did, yeah, which is another one. And I'll tell you, another guy's wife was Howard Watts' wife, actually wrote Remember the Cross. It's two of the quartets. I don't remember, but Remember the Cross. And I mean, his name's on them now, not hers, but she's the one that actually wrote. So a lot of those guys, you know, their wives were singers and stuff, and they wrote the songs and all that.
What did Monroe think when he finally got another banjo player? I think his name was Rudy Lyle.
And then Rudy Lyles could really bring it, man. He had a thing, you know, that was different than Earl, and we was really needing somebody that could bring it, really put it in there, because boy, people had loved Earl Scruggs, and I knew I had to really come with a banjo player. And I thought Rudy Lyles, you know, numbers like Rawhide and White House Blues and numbers like that, they was really made for the banjo, and I thought Rudy Lyles done really good. Don't you?
Rhythm player, you know, with Mac Wiseman while Rudy was there.
Yes, sir, Mac Wiseman, when it come to rhythm playing, he was a fine singer.
Well, he's a dear friend of ours. We would
Oh,
do
yeah.
that to him. Hey, you know what else? We talk about this kind of stuff all the time. It's kind of coming back to me about that
I like the
Bluegrass
way
boy
the hat's
hat.
identifying the character.
Yeah, well, that's what it is. You know, it's like, hey, funny story about that. This is a good one. So when I was a kid, in addition to playing with Bill, I started playing with Roy Acuff on the Opry. So Roy wouldn't go anymore on show dates. So he would send us, the Smoky Mountain Boys would go do the show dates. And Oswald was as good a comedian as you ever saw. But okay, so Oswald's deal, as y'all know, was Oswald, he put on the floppy hat and he put on the big gigantic,
Long shoes.
right, and then he was Oswald.
Yeah.
Till he did that, he was not Oswald. That the character was the hat and the shoes, and we'd call him Oswald, but he was not the comedy guy. And so Roy would tell us, he'd go, now boys, fellas, Oswald is as good a comedian as has ever stepped on the opera stage, but don't try to lead him. He said, when you play straight man to Oswald, let him be funny. Don't try to lead him. Don't try to help him. He knows what he's doing. So don't try to set him up. He's going to just say, you just say, is that right, Oswald? Oh, is that right? Oh, wow, how about that? Oh, yeah. He said, don't try to do nothing else. You'll throw him off. So somebody called to book Roy in Iowa. So we go to Iowa, and I think we played 3 nights in a row. We did.
In Iowa?
Yeah, in Iowa. And, no, I know. And, yeah. They'd
A lot of corn.
They'd never seen nobody like us before or since. And so we're out there the first night and doing a bit, and Charlie Collins would play the straight man for Oswald. So, you know, we'd be backstage, we'd tune, and we'd talk about what we're going to play, what we're going to sing, and all that stuff. And we'd walk out there, and then right before we'd walk out, Oz would go, hey, I better put his old hat and shoes on. He'd put his hat on, put his shoes on, and then he was, yeah, he was, up to that point he's not. You know, he's not doing the bit. So it's the hat. See, till he gets the hat on, he ain't being funny. So we walk out there and we do Wabash Cannonball, we do Great Speckled Bird, and we do Night Train to Memphis, and we do I Saw the Light or Gloryland Way or something. And it's time for Oz to do comedy. So Oz would always take off on this bitch, you know, and that was part of the way that gig lined up. And just as a little piece of bluegrass trivia, Flatt and Scruggs patterned their whole show after Roy Acuff and the Smoky Mountain Boys. That's what they saw, how they put together a show. That's what they were trying to do too, and that's what they did. So Oz, they would introduce each guy. So, they do 4 or 5, and then, now on fiddle, here's Glen Duncan, Indiana, he's gonna play, Sally Good, whatever. Okay, now, this guy, and the way that worked too is, you played it. You didn't let Larry McNeely play the banjo, it was you. If it was clarinet polka, as you. Each featured guy, you played. So, John Oswald's part of the show. He's got the hat on. Of course, he's doing his whole Oswald, who part of it is, he's half drunk. That's his routine. So he's standing there, and Charlie introduces him last, because he's the biggest star that we had since Roy wasn't there. And he goes, and now, folks, you've been enjoying this man, Roy Acuff and the Smoky Mountain Boys on the Grand Ole Opry since 1939. How about a nice hand for bashful brother Oswald? Oh, yeah. Charlie, I do believe I am, without a doubt, the best I've ever seen. This is really good. And I've been in 7 counties and halfway to Murfreesboro. That'd be his bit. And so and then he'd start telling a joke. And as he starts telling this joke, now you gotta remember, Acuff has said, do not lead him through this joke. I mean, at all. You gotta go, really? Is that right? That's as much as you can do. Charlie's worked with him so much. Oswald starts doing his bit and he goes, Charlie, yeah, Oz. He said, I was going downtown the other day, and he said, were you? He gives him the evil eye, and he goes, yeah. I was Charlie, I was going downtown. Then he starts getting his humor back. Charlie, I was going downtown the other day. Were you going downtown, Oz? Charlie, I was going downtown the other day, and about that time I pulled up to a stop sign. What happened at the stop sign? About that time I pulled up to the stop sign, and I looked this way, and here come a car. A car come down there, he goes, look, do you want to wear the hat? It steps back and just holds it for him. Do you want to wear the hat? Charlie, oh, no, I just said, yeah, you do. You want to wear the hat. Here, do it. I love that.
I love Oz. I've always.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Well, can I ask you a question? If
Yeah.
somebody booked Roy Acuff from the Smoky Mountain Boys for 3 days in Iowa, I don't want to say anything about Iowa, but did they notice that Acuff wasn't there?
No, I don't think so. I don't think they did, yeah. I mean, I'm sure they told him at some point, Roy ain't gonna be here. It's gonna be the...
Well, those are the fans would be a little disappointed.
Oh, they weren't. I'll tell you what, the place we played over there, the town, most of them, they still spoke German, and the street sign said Strasse. And so, like I played polkas. I played clarinet polka, we played Jussie polka and stuff like that, and I just wrecked them. That just wrecked the crowd. And, that was actually always Acuff's deal was, Acuff would he would kind of like have you play like violin stuff even, that was part of the whole thing was, it's like a vaudeville, vaudeville.
Please the crowd that was there that
That's
night.
it. Which is another interesting observation I really think this needs to be said and said a lot about Bill Monroe. I'd been seeing Bill Monroe my entire life. I never had a day in my life I did not know Bill Monroe. I grew up 40 miles from 25 miles from Beatles. Yeah, I knew him my whole life. And even at that, when I went to work with him, within the first 3 days, I learned something I did not know about him at all. And that was how much Bill Monroe was a vaudevillian. He was a showman. He had in mind, because when you worked for him, you started seeing, he knows to say that every time there. He's learned, that works. One night we're sitting out there playing, and he's playing along, and, playing along, and his microphone just, great big old Bill, and he kind of just looks at that mic. Gives it this right here, and they go crazy.
Yeah.
That became part of the show.
Yeah.
Every night after that, and then at that, as he would do that, he straddled. He couldn't have got up with took a team of mules. We had to help him up. Because when he got done, you know, he turned around, you know, and everybody's going crazy, and he's giving it this, and he goes, "Could some of you boys help me up?" We'd lift him back up, but when he's doing that, you know, Blake goes, "What's he doing?" I said, "I think he's getting down." And that became part of for the whole rest of his career. He did that. And part of what I mean about the vaudeville and the showmanship was we did a set show. I mean, we would come on with, with the same show. It was Sweet Blue-Eyed Darling. And this is the way he thought about it. This is, I think, interesting for Bill Monroe fans. Sweet Blue-Eyed Darling, that's the band, that's everybody. Sweet Blue-Eyed Darling, then the guitar player is going to sing a song. With us, it was usually Dark Hollow, or I've Lived a Lot in My Time. And then Bluegrass Breakdown, that's next. Then I'm going to sing a couple solo numbers now. That would be Mule Skinner Blues, Blooming to Kentucky, and then quartet, and then I play the fiddle tune. And that you can set your watch by it. Second show, I'm on my way back to the old home in B flat, same routine. Lead, I got to tell you guys a funny story in a minute. Lead singer sings a song second. Okay, we're going to play Bean Blossom for 10 days, right? And oh my goodness, that was always something.
2 times a year.
Yeah,
Two times a year, June and September.
Yeah, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday through Friday, Saturday and Sunday, plus Mac, plus Birch, plus Clyde Moody or whoever else were the band.
Birch Monroe was the cheapest human being.
Yeah, times 10. Oh yeah,
Times 10.
yeah. And so we're getting ready to go for that. At some point, somebody books us in Lexington on the Friday, which Bill is apoplectic. What are we going to do? We've never missed a Friday Bean. And somebody told him we could make it. So so we did. And but in typical Bluegrass boy fashion, I get up that morning super early, like always. I get up about 4:30 on that Friday. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to Lexington, play the festival at Lexington, and then as fast as that blue bus would go, which is probably just about 42 miles an hour, we're going all the way to Bean Blossom, and we're going to play the last show. We are not going to get out of playing that Friday night. We're playing up there too. Okay, all right. That's just typical Bluegrass boy thing. You go, sure. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Can we make it? I know we can. And inside you're thinking, there's not a chance. But typical Bluegrass boy fashion, I get up, I got my stuff at the door, on my door, my front door, at 5 in the morning, 5:30 in the morning. Who is at my door at 5:30 in the morning? It's Wayne Lewis, our guitar player and singer, with his guitar case and his hat, his Bluegrass boy hat. He's not going to go. Something's come. I know something's come up, and he can't go. So now it's like we're going to go play Lexington and go to Bean Blossom, and there's Bill and 3 of us. That's all we got, and Tater's driving, you know. So I get, and in the meantime, and of course, no call the night before saying, or the week before saying, hey, I'm not going to be able to make that. Oh no, Friday morning, here's my guitar, here's my hat. I, on the other hand, am not going to be there. So we get to the office, no Bill, and boy, pretty soon here comes the Cadillac flying in. That's back when his office was gravel out there.
Yeah.
And that gravel is flying every which way. He comes flying in, opens the driver door, and does not even get out. He just turns like this and has both dress shoes sitting in the gravel and goes, where's your guitar player? I said, I ain't got a guitar player. Where's your guitar player? He said, he ain't a-coming. I said, I just heard. He had called him in the meantime. Who could we get? So I name off 2 or 3 people and didn't say anything about it. And he disappears into the office. Pretty soon, time's passing. Like, man, we got to go, you know. So I go in there. And when I walk in, he's behind the office standing up. He has both phones going because he had 2 phone lines. And this one somehow he has gotten inverted with the line this way. And this one's like this. and he's trying to talk to somebody else over on this one, and he goes, yeah, huh? That's the one that's inverted. He said, have you got a car that'll make it to Lexington and back? Because that's the deal. He wants somebody from Nashville to follow us up there, play the show, and drive back, because Wayne's going to be there for the rest of the demolition part, right? So, have you got a car that'll make it to Lexington and back? Which I guess is a good question. And I guess the guy said, yeah. And about that time, the guy over here is talking. He goes, hang on just a second. Okay, huh? Yeah. Oh, you do? Okay, but that'll be fine. Okay. Have you got a hat? Have you got a hat like we wear? Evidently, the guy said, yeah. So he passed the audition. He had a hat like we wear. But the best part of the reason I'm telling you this story is about how the show was set. And another thing about Bill Monroe is you have to go back into history to think about one of the things that made Bill Monroe was this right here. Blue yodels, where he could do all that yodeling up in the treetops. So he was a yodeler. He was the king yodeler on the Opry. He was the Mule Skinner Blues. Yodel. All those Jimmy Rogers songs. Yodel, I'm a yodeler. I'm a big time yodeler. You know, I'm the yodeler. So, you know what's coming. So we get up to Lexington, and we've got our guy, our new guitar player guy. So we come on stage, we do Sweet Blue Eyed Dawn, and our guitarist, singer, is standing over here, and Bill goes, what would you like to sing for the folks? And he names some song, and he goes, that'd be fine. What key's it in? Okay, G, all right. Do you know it? I said, yeah, I know it. So I kick it off, and we get to going along. About halfway through, the guy starts just yodeling his hind end off. Yeah, it's got yodel. And boy, Monroe is standing there, you know, and he's just a, you know, they got, finally, it's this. Boy. And, you know, the crowd's out there watching all this because the guy just yodels his hind end off, you know. And so now it's time for Mule Skinner Blues. I mean, that's just that time of the show, you know. And Bill he's just standing there. He's just standing there. Quit, just like that. People quit clapping. They're sitting there. He's standing there. And Blake goes, Bill, you gonna sing one? Don't know. And he goes, Bill, and I mean, there's 7,000 people out there, 10,000 people. You know, don't know. He said, Bill, this is where, of course, he leans over to me and he goes, I said, you know, Skinner Blues? He said, should we just kick it off? And I said, I ain't kicking it off. He kicks it off, you know, I ain't doing that. And he said, what should I do? I said, tell him we normally do Mule Skinner Blues here. And so that's Bluegrass War 101, you know. And so he goes, Bill, this is where you usually sing Mule Skinner Blues. He goes, no, sir. He's the yodeler in this outfit. I said, no, sir, have him yodel. He's a powerful yodeler. He's a yodeler. Come on. What do you want to yodel for the folks? Yeah, he's the yodeler. And he wouldn't do it. He wouldn't do Mule Skinner.
Who was the yodeler? Who was the guy?
He's not here. I think he'd think it was funny. It's Billy Smith. That's who it was.
So what happened? Did you ever
Yeah.
get out of it? What did you play?
What's that?
Kick off an instrumental? Or
Yeah, Bluegrass Breakdown. Yeah, or something like that. Yeah. Fiddlers. Yeah. Oh,
This fiddler ain't ready. You want me to get him ready?
what? Wake them up.
I was doing great. This is too good. Keep going.
Well, let's do one more little Monroe story.
Yes.
Where'd you have?
Oh, yeah. Oh, sir, he's the yodeler. Yes, sir. Oh, he's a powerful yodeler. Boy. He's good. He can keep doing that. Boy.
I want you to tell these folks what kind of a situation really happened when Calvin Roberts' boy come to work with you, Bush Roberts.
Oh. Which one? Which one?
Whatever you want.
Which one?
Okay.
What's that old thing? This is your story. You better tell it. I will say this, and this is really something. I remember being a kid, little kid, I don't think I was a teenager, and they had a banjo contest at Bean Blossom. And you remember this, and the contestants were Alan Munday, Al Osteen.
Yeah, that's
Two-
Butch's brother-in-law.
Yes, and two other, hosses. I mean, equally legendary, maybe Jack Hicks,
I can't remember that.
and maybe one more. I mean, like world, but Alan Munday. I mean, for one thing, and Osteen back then, Gene Parker, and a bunch of guys that could really play. And boy, Butch Robbins won hands down, and he was not very old at that time. either.
That was before Jack Hicks. And y'all know who else done that? His son's got all this stuff up here.
That's right.
Alan O'Brien.
That's exactly-
He won the banjo contest at Bean Blossom.
Yes, he did. That's exactly right.
15 years old, I think.
Yeah.
Alan was 15.
I think it was.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
there with that.
Yeah, that's about 7.
Shorty Sheehan.
Oh,
You remember Shorty?
I do. So does Buddy, I imagine.
I don't remember Buddy being there, but Shorty,
Yeah.
you remember Shorty Sheehan?
I bet he does. Shorty and Juanita played the sock rhythm real good. Dale Potter style rhythm, Homer Haynes, that style, that deal.
But I asked you about the trumpet, sir.
I'll tell you, this is a good one. Do you remember when they couldn't get the heat going in the barn, which was always wintertime?
Yeah.
And we'd go back up there, and I mean, the place had been locked up, and I mean, it's so cold, out in the middle of Brown County, and it's March, because of before Easter. So cold.
It had a big old wood heater in it.
Oh,
That
that's
was all there was in there.
That comes into play.
Hell, it's an acre and a half of building with one
Yeah,
heater.
yes,
That's it.
yes, and it would get so hot then that you couldn't stand it. And so Bill, Shorty's what reminded me of this. He had another guy named Shorty who was like, Bill, what needs done? Shorty, get that over there and move that out there and throw that away. All right. And he was just a little bitty, about Billy Rose size, that size of a guy. And so we get up there, and I mean, you can see your breath in that building. It's so cold. And people are complaining, and some older woman comes up to Bill and goes, Bill, I hate to complain, but it's awful cold in here. Yes, sir, they've really let it get away from them up here. They've not took care of nothing. Shorty, come over here. He said, get some wood in this fire. Build a fire. So he gets all this wood, and I mean like all this wood, a mountain of wood. And so then he's sitting there trying to light it. Wood, green wood. Yeah, he's got him like the Indianapolis Star rolled up, got him a match trying to light it. Of course it won't light. And people are coming up to Bill saying, Boy, Bill, I like that new song you got, that Louisiana look. Yes, sir, that's a good one. Shorty, have you got that fire going yet? Yeah, oh, that's a good. I've been listening. Fine. Shorty, where's the fire? And he said, well, how do I get it light? And somebody tells Shorty that what you need is like lighter fluid. No. Is what you would think. He doesn't know what lighter fluid is. He turns around, somebody goes, what they talking about? And they said, gas, something.
no.
He goes and gets, I swear, a 5. And what they use it for? I'm sure, burned brush, I reckon. Like a 10-gallon metal thing full of white gas. And of course, Monroe's up there, and people are coming up to him, Boy, you gonna play evening prayer blues? Yes, sir, I'm gonna play evening prayer blues. Shorty, you got that fire going? I'm working on it, Bill. Well, you need to work faster. What's the matter with you? He's too short to take care of anything. And so Shorty then is standing there at the big stove pouring this whole, like would be on the back of a Jeep. Pouring this white gas in there, and I mean, it ain't soaking the wood. I mean, the wood is floating. It's coming up like this. This is true story, And the wood is coming up, and it's on the left side as you're looking at the stage. And here comes the wood up there. And I'm sitting there thinking, oh my God, it's gonna be like a bomb going off. But you knew never to say, because if you say, it'll be your fault.
Yeah.
But then it didn't fire, and then when it blows the whole side out of the building, it will also be your fault. It's better to be an on-the-diet co-conspirator, you know, so the wood is rising, and Bill's standing there trying to talk to all these fans, you know. You ever do footprints in the snow, Bill? Yeah, yes, your footprints in the snow. Yeah, it's got, Shorty, have you got that fire going? Just about, Bill. He sets that thing down and he goes, here, I'm fixing to light it. He lights this big rolled up Indianapolis Star Sunday section. And the last thing I see from the door of that stove is like, it looks like pieces of wood this big floating in gas. And Shorty throwing this lit newspaper in there. And just about that time, Bill goes, Shorty, have you got that fire going? Here it goes, Bill. And Bill turns around just in time to see that, and he goes, Shorty, no! The next thing you heard was, kaboom! And it blew the side of, that's how all that, like all the stovepipe and all that, gone! Blew it in a hole that you could see through. And he goes, how's that, Bill? I tell you how that is, that's sorry right there.
And had it been Birch with twice that many people in there, he'd have put 2 damn sticks of wood.
Tell him
That's how cheap Birch
Tell
was.
him about the hot dogs. This is good.
We had a show up there.
Yeah.
And I was working up there getting the place ready for June. And Birch rented this whole park out to an Indianapolis high school for a graduation party.
Yeah.
College.
Yeah.
Well, here they come. And Birch decided he's gonna make a bunch of money.
Yeah.
There was one old Frigidaire refrigerator about this wide, and this, one of them old round tops, you know, was in there. Well, he goes down to Nashville and buys a truckload of weenies, hot dogs. Couldn't even get them all in the damn refrigerator now, he couldn't do it. He didn't sell a one.
Yeah.
He started gathering up hot dogs when he seen he wasn't, the next day,
Yeah.
seen he wasn't gonna sell anything,
Oh, yeah.
and took them down to Jack McDonald's and put them in Jack's freezer at the IGA.
Yeah.
Every one of them rotted. Yeah, every one of them. That's how Birch, he seen a thing to make money,
Oh,
but
yeah.
he didn't do it right. That's what he done every time.
Yeah. Funny Birch Monroe story. Okay, so we're back in Birch, and this will wind up our little part of the
I
program.
reckon
I
it will.
think.
She's fixing to have a
I've
heart
just
attack.
got the hook. Oh, she said she don't want to hear the Birch Monroe story.
Tell the Birch.
Okay, the Birch. So Birch he would walk down and leave his fiddles backstage, and just walk up, get one out of the thing, and he'd put him on, and he'd play Coming Down from Boston, Florida Blues, Carroll County Blues, as his big numbers. And so Doug Hutchins decided it'd be really funny to hide. Brad Birch just had one fiddle bow. And Doug said to me, he said, what would he do if something happened to his fiddle bow? I said, use somebody else's, I reckon. And so he said, we're going to hide Birch's fiddle bow. When we went to Rosine, Beaver Dam, we played Beaver Dam. So Doug takes Birch Monroe's bow and takes it out of the way and sticks it over somewhere and hides it. And here comes Birch, just in time to play. As always, white shirt, tie, hat, you know, in a bit, doing this, and he goes, "You boys see my fiddle?" Yeah, Birch, it's over there. Flips her open, and he goes, "Oh, what's become of my bow?" Don't know. What am I gonna do? I said, Hutchins says, I can go borrow one. Boy, borrow me one, would you? And he said, okay. So Doug Hutchins goes down where he's put Birch's bow and gets Birch's own fiddle bow and takes it right back up through there, and he goes, hey Birch, he said, we're in luck. He said, there's an old boy, it's an old fiddler up there, and he said, here's his fiddle bow. Oh boy, tell him I appreciate that. Gets his own fiddle bow. Birch got his own fiddle bow. Ladies and gentlemen, there's Monroe brother, Birch Monroe. He goes up there, Florida Blues, down from Boston, Carroll County Blues. Comes off stage, puts his fiddle in the case, he goes, oh, he said, you boys take this back to that feller. Tell him I really appreciate him loaning me that bow, but that's the sorriest bow I've ever seen. It's his own bow.